Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 5th grade concept of representing equations for multi-step problems. This is standard 5.4b in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 41 off the 2016 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and then we will look at our answers together. So we have Mrs. Colton, and she's earning a sales bonus last week. And so for some reason we've got this B equals 429 minus parentheses 39 times 9. So what are we doing exactly with that parentheses? Well, we need to realize that this is a problem for our order of operations. And so we probably memorized a little saying, "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally." Or you might have memorized something else. But whatever it is, we're going to think of this particular order. Parentheses first, exponents, which we really don't get into, but we need to keep that in mind. We don't get into that in 5th grade. Exponents. We might multiply, we might divide, we might add and subtract. That's what that little saying is supposed to be. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. It's just supposed to help us remember these order of operations. So you notice that we have the parentheses first. So what we need to do is we need to go ahead and deal with this parentheses. So whatever is inside this parentheses, that is going to need to be taken care of first. So let me see if I can rewrite this. 429 minus 39 times 9. So it doesn't matter if inside this parentheses is addition, subtraction, multiplication. It doesn't really matter. Whenever you see parentheses, you deal with that first. So we're going to get rid of these parentheses. So that means we need to deal with whatever's inside of it. And it's 39 times 9. So that's just basic multiplication. Let's see what this looks like. 9 times 9 is 81. And then I've got 3 times 9, that's 27. And then add that 8 is going to be 35. So I'm thinking what I can do is I'm going to rewrite this. I'm going to collapse this here, 429. And instead of writing my 39 times 9, I have now simplified these parentheses right here. And I'm going to replace it with my 351. So let's get this B equals. So we dealt with the parentheses. We haven't really dealt with multiplication, because whenever we see the parentheses, you deal with whatever's inside first. There's no exponents. Now here's the thing with the multiplication and division. We don't really have that here. Obviously there's only one thing left for us to do. But even though in our please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, the multiply comes before divide, these are inverse operations, which means they are equal. And if you're moving left to right, you can actually do division first if you see it before multiplication. They're inverse operations, but that doesn't mean multiply always comes before divide. We just have to have them in some type of order to make this little saying make sense. The same thing happens right here. Addition and subtraction are inverse operations, which means they are equal. And if you come up with a subtraction first, moving left to right before an addition, then you can do it. So all that's left is this 429 minus 351. That's our subtraction. So we're going to go ahead and grab that right there. 429 minus 351. And you see we're going to get 8, and that's going to be 7. So it looks as if our answer is going to be B, 78. Another thing we could do is, if we wanted to, take a look at this 39 times 9. That's almost 40 times 10. And so 40 times 10, obviously I rounded both of them up. That's going to be 400. So if I took that away from 429, that would have given us 29. Obviously that's not a very good estimate, but that at least lets us know that we're not going to use those big ones right there. Those are much too large. So our answer is going to be B, $78.